laying right here. And I was like,
you're weird.
No. And he proceeds to say, well, I ain't never met a woman that didn't like to cuddle. I was like, well, I ain't never really met a man that did. Well, any woman that don't like to cuddle, maybe that just means she got bad pussy.
Oh, that's what we doing? So can I say this? Dating is different now. When I was in my 20s, you could meet people at the restaurant, the bar, cookouts, things like that. Now, guys don't even want to approach you. You know, now you have to be, you know, they meet 10 girls here, 10 girls there on the apps. And, you know, you match with them, you talk to a person, they disappear, they ghost. And everybody's talking about relationships and what men and women want. And you've heard a lot about it. But today, we are only really talking about the apps and the preference of the apps. And so I've got my friend Kelly here, and we're going to talk a little bit about it and just all about our experience or not, or just our opinion. Didn't have to be your experience. About dating apps. And so, of course, from my perspective, they're not all created equal, right? You've got BLK, you've got Facebook dating, Match, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, all of these, right? And it seems like no matter, you know, where you go, sometimes you start to see the same people. But what do you think about, like, do you have an opinion about one or the other, Kelly?
I think they're all trash.
All trash.
Like all garbage. I mean, the only reason that I even was interested in figuring it out is like, one, I had a friend that was like, I won't put you on the app. Like, it doesn't matter what you say.
Okay.
We're going to get you chose.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is I don't go out much.
Right.
So the bars, the restaurants, who am I gonna see? Unless somebody break into my house, that's gonna have to be my man.
Right. Amazon.
Because otherwise, that's all I have. But
right.
Are they created equal? No.
Right.
Is there trash on? Yes.
All of them.
And it's a needle in a haystack type of thing. Like it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah. No, I found myself having to. It was just muscle. It was like nope, all day long. And I'm like, okay, Brittany, you got to say yes to somebody.
Wait, have you ever accidentally swiped
and you want to take it back?
Right?
You're like, no, I don't want it cute. How do I undo it? Or you say no to so many, and you did see a cute one, but then they don't come back in the algorithm. You'd be like, oh, man. So, yeah, no, the whole process sucks. But let's start with the profile pictures.
Oh, God.
Right? And you know, because I screenshot them. And I send them to, I be like, do you see this?
Them to you.
What kind of foolishness? And so we got guys who, let's see, so what's some things? When they got the liquor in their hand, right?
The liquor is not as bad as the couple guns that I've seen on a few of them.
Yeah, that's a profile for dating.
Or, you know, the shirtless pictures.
Yeah.
Right. When their boobs are bigger than mine.
It's a problem. No, giving me the middle finger.
Oh, that's always a good
dating app, sir.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good
Doesn't
one.
make sense.
Or with multiple women in the picture, in the initial profile picture.
What we doing?
Because I don't know who's who, and I kind of don't want to figure it out either.
No. Is that your woman? Is that your
Could be.
Sister?
Could be not.
Is that your aunt? Why are they in your dating profile?
It's the world of possibilities.
Yeah, no. Or, I don't like it when you got your animals. Here's me and my pit bull.
So I don't mind the animals as much. I don't mind the animals as much. But
no, I mean, it tells me that
you have them.
It's a no for me, dog.
Animals are a no?
Well, I had a dog. My dog died. I don't want to take care of another dog. I have 3 kids, and I'm going to get this man I'm supposed to take care of, and now I got to take care of your dog, too? Absolutely not. And I'm allergic to cats, and I'm afraid of birds. So it's a no. I don't want any, like, no. Okay. No. The favorite thing is when you see the same person
on
multiple apps, different profile picture. I'd be like, oh, tricky. You're tricky. I see you. And so I'll have a story. So there's a guy, matched with him, right? We were talking, everything was fine. Actually gave him my number, right? Mm-hmm. And it fizzled out, which, move on, whatever. And then we're on a different app, and he matches and likes me there. And I'll be like, you have my phone number. So why are you over here? Like, it was the weirdest thing. I like, what am I supposed to do? Like, nah, it's not.
That's happened to me before. So it's happened in the same way where like it just goes away. There's no more conversation, and then you match again. And I'm telling you, bruh, I know you. Like we've already had this conversation.
Exactly.
And then I guess the embarrassment seeks in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my bad.
We have done this before.
Never mind."
Right.
And then on the other hand, there was a guy who matched with on one app, had a conversation, stuff was cool, like he was consistent, like it was okay, and then you tried it, like you tried it, and then no conversation, and then you go to another app, and now you match on there, and I just missed your face. It had to be fate that you popped up again. Sir. This is not fate.
You're stupid.
This is coding. This has nothing to do with fate.
It's the algorithm, right?
So like it has happened before.
Yeah.
I can't say that. I mean, everybody is looking for the same thing, and they're gonna go to the different apps just like we are.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
I quit though. Like I can't.
You done?
I can't.
You know, I'm there now. I'm just like it's exhausting. Yeah. It's I used to tell myself you gotta at least say yes, because the same way, right? I'm not from Chicago. I don't go out a lot. I don't have a whole lot of friends, and so it's like, okay, well, how am I gonna meet somebody unless I, So I was committed to it for a minute, and I was like, and I had come out of this breakup, and then I saw my ex was on the app. That threw me. I was like, oh, that's what we do.
I'm so glad my ex is not on the app. Like,
child,
big ups, cause I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Yeah. My ex-husband, he can go on whatever app he wants. Like, he's in a relationship right now. Love her. She's wonderful. I hope they stay together. That is wonderful.
Love that.
But the ex, nah. Bruh, if I see him on an app, like
you gonna fight him?
It's a long drive. It's a long drive. Like it's a long drive.
No, I remember the day I was like, oh, took me out. Cried like a baby.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I'm gonna be the nigga in this one. Like I could do it, but you can't.
You absolutely cannot. You cannot. Like, what are you doing?
The moment you do, lose my number. Like, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me no more.
I hate it. But all right. So what about rules of engagement? So let's say you match with a person. Do you have like certain rules of, some people like I'll give you mine. You have to have more than one picture, right? I don't do the one picture because I don't trust it. Are you real? I've been catfished before, right? That sucks. It really. I was like, sir, I think you're in Africa. That don't even make sense. Your English not even good.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Right? So like, nope. I need you to have more than one picture. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving you my number right away. Like I need to know, can you speak good English? Let me feel you out a little bit. Let me see, and then I'll give you my number. And then I still need to talk to you, maybe not FaceTime because I don't have an iPhone, but I'll talk to you enough before I go out on a date with you. Do you have like certain like rules of engagement before how you engage?
I don't know if they're actual rules.
Okay.
Right? Like there have been times where it's only been a couple messages back and forth and I'm like, yo, I do not check this app like that. Like I haven't been glued to it to a point where I would know if someone sent me a message. Like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I refuse to put notifications on I have OCD like that. Like I need to check my emails and my text messages to make sure it's at 0 at all times.
Right.
So there have been times where I've given people my number and I don't care about it because I could just block you.
That's true.
I don't.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Right.
But I don't know if they're actual rules. I definitely agree with the more than one picture. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's good though. Like, cause I didn't, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, it's so funny. My babysitter had to teach me how to block, right? Because I had never blocked nobody before.
I'm like great at it.
I'll just be like, just don't answer it. Yeah, well, now I know. I know how to block. I know how to mute.
But you have an Android, so that's different.
It works. I can block and mute and all of that. And I figured it out on the Android. But I've never done it until this situation. I'd be like, people, I'd be like, this is how it works. because some people are crazy.
So I accidentally did not block a person that I meant to block.
Ooh.
And it was a whole dating app. So picture this.
Cicely, 19th. Right.
So me and this guy, we went back and forth, had some banter conversation or whatever, right?
Right.
I'm very Jill Scott in the, if you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. If you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. So like our conversation was cool. I felt like it was a bit immature, some of the ways that he kind of would poke and try to create that type of banter, but I was like, okay, whatever. One day he FaceTimes me out of nowhere. And like, I feel like FaceTiming somebody is like showing up to their house unannounced.
Okay.
And that's not okay.
Don't do that.
So my kid was in the car and I'm like, I'm not answering. I will text you back and we can talk at a later date. Right. So the next day he sends a text like, oh yeah, I was waiting for you to FaceTime me. You promised you would FaceTime me. I was like, okay, do you want me to call now? Yeah. FaceTime him, and apparently he was in the car with his friends. And this is where folks be feeling like they want to show out.
Oh, no. I'm not here for you showing your
I'm
games.
the worst. Like, there's petty, and then there's, like, really petty, and then there's me. Like, I have no limit.
You drive the bus?
I have no limit. There's nothing. There are no links to which I will not go to prove how petty I can be.
Oh, what did you do to this man?
He kept talking about cuddling. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Had y'all gone on a date?
No.
Never been on a date? Okay.
And he puts the camera like on his chest and was like, yeah, you're going to be laying right here. And I was like,
you're weird.
No. And he proceeds to say, well, I ain't never met a woman that didn't like to cuddle. I was like, well, I ain't never really met a man that did. Well, any woman that don't like to cuddle, maybe that just means she got bad pussy.
Oh, that's what we doing?
And then his friend started laughing. His friend started laughing. I was like, that's interesting. I said, well, you ain't got to worry about it with me because you'll never find out.
You ain't getting none, right?
No, I was just, I'm not saying that about you. And it was like radio silence for a minute. And I was like, you know what? You be cool. Like, you have a good rest of your day. And take it easy. I immediately thought to like delete him and block it. Yeah. I just deleted it, but I forgot to block it. Why did this man accidentally call me maybe like a couple weeks later and I had no idea who it was? And when it registered, immediate block. Yeah. Immediate block.
Yeah. Do you change their name in your phone?
Again, there's petty. There's really petty. And then there's me.
Right.
There was one point where it was just like, you don't deserve to have your name in my phone yet. Like, okay. I'm gonna put something that represents who you are.
Right.
So no, I be forgetting what people's names are because I put the nickname.
Because you put
Hey man, hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
It's crazy talking to you. Somebody taught me a trick though.
Okay.
Put their number in Cash App, and then their name will come up. Like you're about like, don't send them money, but
please
like,
don't ever
but like put their number in Cash App or Zelle.
Okay.
And like the name will come up if
so if you're looking for who they were.
Like, who is this?
I forgot who they were because I done called them something. I shouldn't call them, but I can't say to them. Okay, no, that's smart. That's smart. I usually don't save anything. I just look at the number and I'm like, oh, that's the 708 number, or that's the 847 number, or that's the 815 number. Like, oh, okay.
Oh no.
But because you're not getting saved until like I know I'm gonna talk to you.
When I put an emoji before I try to remember who the number is. I
just be like, oh no. Yeah. But all right, so tell me, do you change your profile picture on an app, or do you leave your profile picture and like do you update it? Like you know, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. We update it every so often. Do you do that for the apps?
I can't say that I do because, again, I'm not on it like that.
Right.
There will be weeks that like I'm like, oh, I guess I should look on here. Huh?
I need to check it. Yeah.
But I had people who were like, Kelly, just get on the app. Like, see what happens. This is what dating is now. Yeah. Dating isn't what it used to be.
Yep.
What, 10 years ago or whatever. Like so it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll try it. And I'm not interested.
It's hard. I think like for me, there was a moment where I was in it. I'm like, okay. And then somebody's like, you should try this app. You should try that app. I'm like, and then it gets weird. Now I'm just like, I don't even check it. I don't look. It's too much. Like, hey, let's have the same conversation. What's your favorite color? What do you do for a living? And it's just, it's exhausting after a while. And it's just like, well, I don't know. Either it's going to have to come another way. I'm going to have to go out more. I'm going to have to figure it out because it's just mentally taxing for so many reasons. Like,
it's annoying. It's very annoying. And I think that women have a very different experience on apps than men.
For sure.
Like, I have talked to my cousin, and he is out here killing the dating game. And like having some of the most amazing experiences. Awesome. And I tell him about mine, and he's like, really? That's what you got to deal with? Yes. Like, yes.
Yeah.
So it's so different. It just depends. It depends.
Yeah, it's funny. I talked to a guy once, and he was like, I matched you because you're the only woman of all like hundreds of people I swiped. Nobody smiles. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, women just don't smile. You're the only one that smile. I was like, oh, okay. That's the only reason though?
So if there's a rule, that might be one of them. Like if in your bio you are talking about all the things that women can't do or don't do.
Yeah.
Or
don't do this, don't do that, swipe right. The fact that I have to read a paragraph of don'ts, I don't even want to talk to you.
I'm a pass.
I'm not interested. Yeah. No, it's the rules that I don't, say something clever, say something funny, say something about yourself. Like, cause it's the same way. I think it's made women like, when you're doing the apps and you're swiping and stuff like that, you got 2 seconds. Like, did you catch my attention? No, and no. Yeah. And then some people talk about these matchmaking. Like, I'm not paying. I'm not giving. I don't pay for the apps.
Well, I'm not giving. I don't pay for the apps. But I have thought about the matchmaking thing. I've definitely considered it.
Yeah, they say it works. They vet these people, and and I'm probably gonna get shade for this, but I feel like in Chicago, right, it's the truck drivers, it's the people that work on the railroad. I'm like, does anybody like in the business community that I could find? And they're like, you need to go with the matchmakers, and I'm like, I'm not giving them thousands of dollars to do that.
Yeah, that's it's tricky, right? Like, I would like to be able to have a conversation with somebody where after work or after whatever it is that I'm doing, you can match my wit, right? Yes. And you're not intimidated or in your feelings because I'm a book a trip. Like, this is just what I'm going to do.
Right.
And I don't know that I have been able to figure out the cheat codes when it comes to what the person does and then how they respond in relationship. So, like, I have seen a lot of, the truck drivers or railroad, like, that doesn't bother me for real.
Right.
But it's like the conversation has only gone so far. Yep. With certain people. And I don't think that there's a correlation between the work, but I can't say that there's not either. Yeah. Like, I genuinely don't know. But I know when I'm talking about the work that I'm doing or like what excites me or what my drive or motivation is, like, it's kind of been more stagnant.
Yeah.
And then that makes me lose interest.
Absolutely.
Like, immediately.
I have a friend, like, we could talk about everything. Right, I can talk about work. This happened at work, and they get it. Right, I tried that with someone who's not in the business community, and he was like, "Oh, that's what's up." And I'm like,
"That's what's up."
Yeah. So what are you doing? I'm on the road. Oh, okay, all right, that's great. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. That person just was not good at communication. Didn't have a lot to, and it probably jaded me a little bit. And I'm like, this isn't working. I gotta find someone I can talk to and talk back to me. I talk a lot, but I need somebody to talk back at me, say something to me, and have something to say. And so it's just, it sucks. And I don't. And then I wonder, is it geographic? Like, you know, I ain't from Chicago, and so I got a little shade for Chicago because I'm like, you know, maybe I need to look at somebody in Houston or somebody in
Chicago. People are an interesting group of people, and it takes a very interesting person to handle a Chicago person.
That's real.
So, you know, it's not for everyone.
It's not. I need to find me somebody who ain't from here. Maybe moved here, but they're not from here. So tell me, like, when you match with someone and let's say it fizzles out, right? Do you go back and then like unmatch them, or do you just leave it?
I don't think I even knew that you could unmatch somebody.
I just found this out.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So I was trying to go back to a conversation because someone tried to match with me in a different app. And I'm like, did I match with you? So I go back to the other app and I'm like, oh, I can't find the conversation. So they unmatch. Who spends the time to go? And I don't want you to do that because now you're showing up in my algorithm again. We done already tried this. Just leave it alone. Ignore all the conversations, and you won't show up in the rotation anymore. But now people are going in and they're like unmatching because okay, well it didn't work out. So the disconnect is there, and so now the conversation is gone. Everything, and I'm like, well, this is stupid because now you're showing up again, and I don't want to see your face going.
Yeah, I would just swipe. I did not know that you could unmatch. Mm-hmm. If I decide to put the app back on my phone, then maybe that's something that I'll do.
Right.
But I just won't talk, and which is interesting for me because again petty, very petty, Kelly. Like if we're no longer in a relationship, like if we are no longer cool, like your number not in my phone, ain't no picture of you on my phone, like it's a clean sweep. Like you did not exist.
Done.
So I probably would be the person to unmatch.
I
just didn't know that you could do it.
Then you're going to show back up and they rotate.
And click, just swipe.
So then let's talk about that too then. So then you have the person that you talk to or you whatever, it fizzles out. And here we go into fall, winter season. Then they start coming back. Like, sir, I haven't talked to you since April. Like, what? Like, I don't understand the comeback, right? I don't get there's this one guy I matched with. And we were talking, good conversation. He was like, oh, you're divorced? Oh, I don't talk to divorced women. Oh, okay. Well, may the Lord bless you. Have fun.
Keep you.
I don't know, have fun with that, right? He comes back, I don't know, 3-6 months later. And he was like, hey, what happened? We had great conversation. I said, just scroll up, buddy. Scroll up. You said you don't fool with divorced women. So, yeah, that's what happened. Oh, well, you should let me take you to lunch. No.
Hey, what are we doing?
Why? Because it's fall? Because it's cuffing season? Miss me with that. Like, no.
Have you ever been so frustrated with the apps that it made you be like, let me just call my ex real quick?
Listen.
let me see what you're doing.
I don't even want to talk about.
Hey, big head.
Can we just figure this out? Can you just act right? No, my ex, you can't pay him to act right. So I'm not calling him and he ain't calling me. We tried. It don't work. So it's okay. It's a wrap.
I've definitely had those moments of just like, it wasn't that bad.
Right. Just forget all the bad stuff.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Because the apps will make you feel like there's no hope. Yes. Right? And then it also makes me feel like the other thing is like your rules of engagement when you go out, when I'm at a bar, right? In my head, I'm thinking everybody's on the app because I'm on the app. That's not a true statement, but that's what my brain is. And I'm like, you probably got 15 options in your phone of people to talk to. So so I don't expect to have your captive attention. I just don't expect it. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I feel like back in the day before I got married, before all of that, right? I remember like, okay, we're going to figure this out. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we move on to the next. I never did the dating multiple people and just date until I figure it. I never did it.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, I expect it. But when I first got in the game, I didn't. I was like, when I met my ex, which I actually met him on the app, I shut everything down. I was like, okay, we're going to figure this out. It's going to be me and you. I don't think he had been in the game a little longer than me. He was like still playing with people. And so I was like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do. So Now I know better. Now I expect different.
Yeah, no, no, that's not what happened.
No.
Like, that's not what happened at all. And I've never really dated.
Okay.
It was like right out of high school, went to college. Well, had a boyfriend in high school that transitioned into college. And then once that was over, then I met my ex-husband. I mean, I met him when I was in high school, but we didn't start dating until college.
Okay.
And then we were together for a really long time.
Okay.
And then right after that, as soon as I got divorced, then I met my ex. So it was just like, I have never really dated and haven't really dated a bunch of people. But I'm also the person that if we together, we together. That's like if we not, then we not.
Exactly.
And I don't think that people know how to be honest about that. Yeah. I am okay with you dating other people as long as we all know
on the same page.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I feel like real players ain't gotta lie. Like that.
Just tell the truth.
You don't have to do all that. And then just let me make the decision of what I want to do and how I want to moving forward. And I think that apps give you the perception that everybody is dating a bunch of people or trying to figure out what they doing with a bunch of people. Yeah. When you get a person like I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
If I like you, then I like you.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should give you my attention until you don't have it anymore.
Right. And I think that's the thing is the honesty. And I think it kind of gives the perception that you don't necessarily have to, because it's hard to, I like you. What do I do? Like I don't know how to do it, right? I'm not successful in talking to multiple people, haven't done it very well. And so, but when I'm watching guys do it, I'm like, so you went out with her and she don't know, and you talking to 3 people and it's working. Like that, and no one knows anything of each other. I think it's an art.
Always comes out. It is an art. It's a science. I feel like it always comes out.
Yeah.
The way I can't even call it a dating situation because I don't even know what it is. But the way that it's kind of happening right now is like there's one person who is very Tyson-like.
Okay.
Like he's gonna do the big uppercuts, the TKOs, like all of these really big grandiose. I see you. You wink, right?
You want, right.
But then there's another person that's like just jabbing, like this nice little Mayweather, like he's just quick with the how you doing today, and I thought about you, and this song came on, and I wanted to send it to you. So it's like these little things, where it's just like now,
what you gonna do?
What we gonna do? Like one person is traveling to come see me, but like the other person, they don't really go more than like 2 or 3 days without sending a message or, I just wanted to let you know that you're an amazing person. I'm like, oh, thank you. Well, appreciate you too. Like, what do you do in those types of situations? Yeah. Like how do you choose?
That's hard, which is why I feel like I don't know. I've not done that successfully. Not that I wouldn't, but I just haven't. And I don't know how you would choose. I guess you just let it ride out until your heart knows. Maybe your heart will tell you.
My heart dumb.
Girl. Your heart is not dumb. You have to listen to your heart. Isn't that a song? Listen to your heart. No. Your heart gonna get you in trouble.
What? My heart is an idiot. My heart got an IEP.
Yeah. Not a I will say, no. Maybe I should take that back. Because my heart would get me doing some dumb stuff, and then my brain be like, sit down.
Where are we doing?
Yeah, and why? Yeah, just
go
sit
degrees.
down.
What?
Yeah. Sit down. Sit down. Yeah, because I literally said this to someone the other day, like, my mind knows this, but my heart wants something different. We need to be on the same page. Can the heart and the mind be on the same page, please and thank you?
The way I see people's potential is unmatched. Yeah. Like, oh, but this could be.
No, that's how I got married, because of potential. I married potential, and he was not potenched.
Not potenched.
And my patience ran out. So don't do it. That's my lesson. Everybody got a different lesson. Mine was, no.
Yeah, mine was just more, we grew up.
Yeah.
it was really young, and like we grew up at very different paces.
Okay.
So as a young mother, and I think that's why dating has been so difficult. Because I had my kid at 22. Okay. So all of my 20s has been taking care of a person or multiple people, being a mom and being a wife. Yeah. So I don't know how to do it. Yeah. I don't know how to like just be in the moment and like just have fun. And he knows how to do it.
He figured it out. Guys figure that out so much quicker, I think.
I don't. I have no idea how to do it. Yeah. And maybe that is one of the reasons is in your 20s, that's when you're supposed to be.
Have fun.
What? Footloose and fancy free? Like I was not.
Yeah. I was not. I was young. I wasn't fancy free. I was too uptight. I was that church girl. I was uptight. I didn't do it. And now I think being a divorced woman, I've been so liberated. I was just telling someone the other day, like the liberation of a divorced woman is unmatched. Because I don't have no boxes to check. I do not care what you think. I'm doing me, and I've done this. I've served this. I know what's important to me. I know what's important to my kids, and what and I value that. But as far as my free time and what I do with,
that is a rule when it comes to me dating. Nobody will know where I live. Oh, no one has been to my house.
Okay.
No one. Yeah. You can't drop me off at home. You can't pick me up from home. I will Uber where I'm going. Okay. You don't even need to know that I have a car. You just need to know that I can get.
I have a car.
You just need to know that I can get where I can get. Yeah. Because like as a single mom, like my kids' safety is also important to me too. For sure. So you got my number, but you can't know where I live. Yeah. We not turning no locations on.
Yeah. No, never do. That's the iPhone foolishness. I ain't doing that. But I'll say, like, I dated a guy. He was like, so when can I pick you up? I said, pick me up? He's like, yeah. And then I thought about, like, me and back in the day, like, my mom and dad got a divorce, right? And my mom would go on dates, and she used to get picked up. And I'm like, oh, that's how it used to be. Like, the chivalry and come and get you and take you. But I'm sure it's also a lot of Lifetime movies where people probably had issues as well.
You could be chivalrous without knowing where I live.
That's true.
You know. Tell me where to meet you, and if you wanna, you can Apple Pay me, and I will get my own Uber with your Apple Pay. If that is how you want to do it, it's the creativity for me. Like, let me know that there is interest in a way that still has a level of comfort for me, and it doesn't feel like it's too much.
Like that's good. Too much. I had a guy send an Uber to pick me up, but he had to have my address. And now you got me rethinking. I mean, the guy isn't crazy. He's it's fine. But he was like, especially because I live far. Don't nobody like to come to my house. So not that it was an option, but it was just like, I'm going to Uber because we'll probably have a couple of cocktails, and I don't want to drive. I don't want you to drive. So he sounds like, oh, that was like, oh, how sweet, how nice, and so. But now you got me thinking, don't let nobody have my address. That's smart.
I think guys would be offended if you said that too. Like, no, you can't have my address. If you would like to pay for my transportation there, I'll let you know how much it is.
Right.
And you can do that. Send it.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. That's I mean, I think it's rules to it. And you gotta feel people out. Like the people are
crazy.
Everybody has different intentions. Like when I think about going back to the apps, right? When you say that you want marriage, but friends with benefits, but casual relationship, but nothing serious. Well, what the hell is it then? Like you want everything.
I want somebody.
What do you want?
Somebody.
Like, right? I just want somebody to talk to. Like, I mean, I think if that was an option, they probably would have put that on the list too. And so it's like, I think that's the thing. A lot of times people, I don't know, maybe you have multiple. You have this girl is just somebody to talk to, and then, I don't know.
I've always seen that as just you're open to anything.
Isn't that dangerous though?
If you don't know what you want, maybe not. Like, I can't honestly say I know what I want in dating right now. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I want to get married again. Yeah. I don't know if I want a serious relationship. I don't know if I just want somebody to go grab drinks with every now and then. Yeah. Like, I have no idea. So I'm kind of trying to open myself up to whatever happens. Mm-hmm. And like what is meant for me will find me, and what's not meant for me will fall off.
Right. So do you have all them
I don't, but
List the whole thing. Okay.
I just haven't seen it as like a red flag. If they put all of them, I try to have positive intent of like, maybe that just means that you are open to whatever happens.
Yeah. See, I think I need somebody with intentionality. I am so tired. Well, maybe that's my own hurt, and that's why I'm in therapy. But like, tell me what you want, and if I want to participate, I participate. Yeah. Tell me what you're interested in, and if I like it, fine. If I don't, fine. But we'll see where it goes. No, tell me where we going. I'm a planner I'm not going to say by trade. Someone told me not to say that. I'm a planner by profession, right? I need to know where we going because I might not like being on I-10 by 10.
But if somebody said, I don't know what I want, but I'm interested in trying to figure that out, is that okay or is that not okay?
Go figure it out over there or in therapy. And when you know, because I know what I want, right? Like for me, I am looking for a long-term relationship, right? And so I don't want friends with benefits. I don't want casual, see where we go. And then, because I got this rule. If I'm not married at a certain point, I'm absolutely golden girl in it. Like I'm not, because at this point, when I get to 50 something, all I'm going to be doing is taking you to the pharmacy and the doctor's appointments. That ain't going to be fun.
Not at 50. You be kicking it at 50.
If I'm 50, I might be kicking
Gabrielle Union is 50 and like...
Yeah, but they don't have, the people I'm running into in Chicago don't have Gabrielle's money. And my thought is like, you're older, you done had all your fun, you've traveled, you've done all the stuff, and now you just want to watch football and cut the grass. No, I want to have fun too, and I want to have fun with you. I'm not having good experience.
Where are these people?
In Chicago. And that's what my friend was like, you need to go beyond Chicago. I'm like, no, I don't do that
think
either.
That's Chicago. Where you at, River North? I have no idea where you are.
I got stories. And so for me, I'm buy me a house. And whoever's single want to join, we're going to golden girl it. I am not taking care of you for the rest of your life after you done have fun with everybody else and did all of what you've done. And now I'm just supposed to take you to the doctor's appointments. That's our outing.
Hey,
no, I want to go travel.
I don't think people really going to the doctor like that at 50. Like it's, maybe.
Yeah, listen, when my mama called me, the first 10 minutes is all of her ailments. Girl,
that's your
I woke up.
And she's not 50.
She not. She is older than 50.
But there's a potential of like the mid to late 40s and 50s being when you are established in your career. And like, if I want to book this trip tomorrow, like we booking this trip tomorrow.
But that's my point.
But that's not 50s. That's like 70s.
Nah.
Like when
I'm not waiting because
when you get your prostate checked every other week. Like
and I'll be come on, 70s. Baby, let's go. Listen, I'm not doing it because by the time we get going, we already there. We at 60, 70 years old.
What timeline are you on?
I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it. It don't sound like something I want to do.
Okay.
Because I've taken care of and took care of these 3 little boys, right? I want a partnership. I don't want to, and then it ain't looking good.
It don't sound like it. It don't sound
and I'm
like
okay with it. I've already, I don't have the golden girl music in my head, but
you gave it to Jesus.
Hey, I mean, because then I think about the church lady. I grew up in church, right? And you got these ladies, they 60, 65 years old, believe in God for their husband still. Ma'am, you're 60. Just find another way. It's not. It's at this point. I mean, and yes, it happens. They're 75 years old and they getting married and everybody's gray. And that's just not going to be my story. I think that, I have resolved. I got a window. And if that window doesn't get full, I'm okay with it. I am so okay with it. Okay. And them apps are telling me.
If we only relying on apps, then we are.
Yeah. We in trouble.
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble. Because, then I think that's the other thing. Like, I'm not active on the apps, but I also haven't gone and deactivated. And at some point, I think I need to just go in there and just shut it down. Because every once in a while, I'll go in there, I'll be like, nah, please. Yeah, no, give me a break. And it's just exhausting. So I need to probably do that and go.
I've let it go. I've given it back to God. I don't want it.
Take the wheel, Jesus. Because the apps aren't the way.
It's not.
I think it also makes you a little, it makes you sad. I think when I spend too much time on the apps of saying no 500 times a day, but that's the thing too. It's like, at least you're not rejecting the guy in his face. Because if that, some of these people, sir, would you have the same audacity to approach me in person? No, you would not. So why did you say yes?
It's also different because I think people teach women or girls how to reject nicely, but they don't teach males how to take rejection. So I've always been taught how to reject nicely.
Yeah.
So take their number, say thank you, but no thank you, smile, give them your number anyway, and then just delete it later. Call them. Yeah. All those types of things, but they don't necessarily teach
how to be nice
how to be rejected and be okay. And not call the girl out a name or throw something at her or insult her, or like those types of things. So I think that the app gives me a bit more safety in the rejection, because I also think that I'm super picky. Like, I know I'm super picky.
I'm okay with it.
Like,
I'm picky.
I don't care what nobody say. My ex was fine. Like,
fine. Mine wasn't.
And like 6'7". So like, I have this whole thing about like height and like I want to be attracted to you. And if I'm telling you I'm not, I don't know how you're gonna take that in my face. Yeah. I'm just like, no, thank you.
I found myself comparing, and that's hard too, right? Like my ex-boyfriend, I compare him to everybody. And I shouldn't. And I had to get out of that. But you're right. Like, I'm super picky. And my friends were like, you got to quit comparing people. They're not. I'm like, yep, you're right. No, okay.
But, like, if I can't look at you every day, what are we doing?
I got to be able to look at you.
What are we doing?
And if that profile picture ain't right, you'll never have a chance. Like, nope, and nope. So, it's just, it's tough. Yeah. But, I don't know. I'm going to probably golden girl it.
We're going to pray on it.
Is that the...
That whatever 50-year-olds are not talking about mowing the lawn and going to the
I'm not trying to meet no 50-year-old now. I'm not 50. But I'm saying if by 50.
Yeah, we're gonna meditate on that.
If by 50.
Because those are not the habits of the 50-year-olds that I feel like I know. So I just...
They winding down.
Shady
they thinking
Acres
about
is not
retirement. They chilling. They tired because they done did whatever. They hang with their boys. They in the house. I want to go outside. I don't want to, and my outside don't have to be the pharmacy and the doctor. I don't want to do that.
We got to figure out where these people are.
Chicago.
No,
so
ma'am.
It's a wrap. But, all right. Well, the apps suck. I hope that there is more beyond and that we both find a better situation. But and that maybe the apps, I wonder if the apps will stay a trend. Like the trend seems to be going up. I don't know if they're ever going to go away.
I don't think
I think I'm removing myself from the scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Right.
I'm head
It's
out.
been great, but I'm out. I'm out. All right, y'all. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the conversation about dating apps in particular. And what do you think? Do you think the apps are a trend that are going to go away? Are they here to stay? Are they going to change? And do they change the way you date if you are in the dating scene? Hope you enjoyed it today. Leave me something in the comments. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon. Take care.